Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you. It is, I lost track of what day of the week it is. It is Tuesday, August the 20th. And had a nasty red day today. I've got quite a bit to talk about. I'm going to try to make this as short as possible to not get too winded, but we had some excellent setups today. One fantastic trade I took in the morning on my 150K account, up $371 on one trade. Very, very good trade. I missed a huge opportunity in the afternoon, and then I proceeded to take a couple of very bad trades in the afternoon, and that led to a pretty bad red day for me, at least from a recent perspective. This 150K account, I lost 600 on it today, which is bad. Broke a rule. One of my rules is to not go past my daily loss limit, and as you can see, my evals pretty bad as well. I just had a very, very bad day, and it was really done in here in the afternoon. But one of my rules is to not break. When I hit my daily loss limit that I have set 400 on the 50Ks, I'm done trading for the day. Well, yours truly kept on trading and, yep, got the wind knocked out of my sails. So take that. Talking to myself and, beat myself up a little bit here. Here we go. On the other 50K account, I didn't have as bad of a loss, but did have a little bit of a loss there. I want to talk about the trade I took this morning and what was great about that trade. This is a setup that I was looking for, and I talked about this yesterday. I was expecting, not really expecting, but I was hoping that we would get a retest of 750. Yesterday, we reclaimed 750 and took a beautiful long in the afternoon. I left some money on the table, but did have a nice little day in the afternoon when we reclaimed 750. That was a key level that I've been watching for a while. And I had said last night on my video that I would love to see this market kind of go sideways and pull back and test this, which is precisely what we did today. And I capitalized on that beautifully. We had this big move this morning in the market open. We had a big move up, came all the way back down, kind of fell all the way back down, and I got long right at the 750 marker. And you can tell this was just an absolute textbook, beautiful retest of this 750 level, and we capitalize, and this is where I like to take the 5 mini contracts, or micro contracts, I should say, but I got out of there, tried to hold this one last contract. I was hoping to get this, that we would get up to the 830s, 840s, which we eventually did. So had I just held that trade for another couple of hours, I would have gotten there. But I did elect to take my profits here, and I was pretty happy at that point with being up 371. That's a really nice trade on micros to be up nearly 400 on one trade. So very happy with how I had planned that setup. I was looking for that trade and then executed on it. And really, that's what my strategy is all about, is identifying these levels and then taking those trades as we get to those levels, whether it's, whatever the case may be. Basically, I'm looking for breaks and retests of those key levels. So morning session, fantastic. On the evals, I did trade those through this kind of chop area, which is why they are so red. And I think from an eval perspective, one of the things that I really need to focus on is to trade the evals like I trade my funded accounts. Not like I traded the afternoon session, but stuff like this. And I think I need to be looking for this stuff. And when it happens, I can afford to take a bigger risk. So like, for example, for this specific trade, my stop loss was literally right here at the 740s. So I was risking very little for a big upside potential. And what I can do on an eval is if I see a setup starting to form, is I could take a trade. And in my case, I would probably go in. I should start going in with like 10 or 15 micros and set some profit targets and look for trades that I can run up on, or vice versa if it's a rejection play. But in any case, a lesson there for me on the eval trading. Now let's move to the afternoon. This is where things get ugly. And as you can see, we tried to hold this level in the noon hour and failed. And this is what I'm so sad about. I was interrupted today, had to leave my office, and I missed this setup. What a beautiful second test of 750. I mean, these were the two trades that I needed to take today. Absolutely the two trades I needed to take, and I missed this. I was pretty salty about that when I returned to my office and saw what had happened, but no use crying over spilled milk. I missed it. So then we came up and we started to reclaim 850, and I did notice that we had a tough time in the noon hour, but I got long somewhere right here on my account 55, the one with the big loss. Yes. So let's take a look at the problems here. I got long a little bit impatiently. I should have waited for this to come all the way back down and retest. Probably still would have been the same result. I could have taken some profit. I think I may have been up like $70 because I was in with 5 contracts. I didn't take it, and we retested this. And when I saw this, I said, that looks a little bit bear flaggy. And I kept holding it while I did take a loss. And then I went short thinking, all right, it's going to break down. Quickly got stopped out of that trade. And then I said, and this is just me being dumb, just really, I know better than to do this, but I just I'll show you what I did. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing and it's frustrating, but maybe you learn something from it. So I was in the moment. I got sucked into the trade and being frustrated with a loser. Remember, I was frustrated that I missed this golden opportunity for a long, and then getting stopped out, going short, taking a quick stop out. And then I said, all right, I see what's going on. This was just a liquidity grab for this market to go higher. Now we're going to go. And guess what I did? I go long again right at the 850s, and I get stopped out again. And at that point, I got mad. So I flirted with a little bit of tilt, and I entered again. After I was in this trade short, 5 short, I thought, gosh, this is not smart. So I had an errand to run, and I literally just set a trailing stop and walked away. I said, I had my stop pretty tight, and that's really what happened. That's where I got stopped out. It took a little while. It took about 30 minutes for me to get stopped out. Did hit one of my little profit targets here for a couple bucks, but I just walked away, and it was actually good for me to just leave. The trade was in a position where I was not going to lose a lot of money if I was wrong, which that's really what happened. But I just really mismanaged this. Now, there's an even bigger lesson that came out of this here at the end of the day. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. This is my big failure with this afternoon trade. This entire setup should have been a short play. And here's why. When you look at the 15-minute chart and you look at these levels, here's the 750. This is what we reclaimed yesterday, caught this move up yesterday at the end of day for a nice profit. I had said that I wanted this market to go sideways, pull back to this level to look for a long. Bingo, got that this morning. Missed the second opportunity. Here is what I did not look at. This is one of the things, and it's just for me being a rookie. I mean, I've been trading for, a year and a half, maybe not even quite, year and a couple of months, and I'm still making rookie mistakes. I did not pay attention to this. Look at how the overnight, this actually rejected or held, the 850 held beautifully. This is literally the same exact trade as we're looking at here. We broke this, retested it, and we had a short play. Does that make sense? So this was holding, we broke it, we retested it here for a short, and then we retested it here for another short. So this really should have been a short play had I been paying attention to this, and I failed to do so. What I was doing was looking at the intraday and where I was at right here instead of looking at the bigger picture saying, oh, I maybe need to be looking at a short trade here. So again, I think for me, I was not as confident in the 850. Yes, I have it on my charts. But this was the big level that I've been watching, this 750, and I'm happy that I traded this first setup really well. I'm sad that I missed this one. There's really nothing I can do about it, but I just misread this and then got sucked into the trades, and it really ended up with a red day. So that's kind of the synopsis of what happened and kind of talking my way through the whys and what I learned from it. And that's one of the keys is even with a red day like this, and yeah, it's $400, it's not crazy. But I want to take something away and learn from it and put that in my tool bag for tomorrow, for another day. Looking at the future tomorrow, what am I thinking? We're kind of in a sideways, and if you look at this in a bigger picture, we kind of have a block here, we move up again, we're kind of stair-stepping this thing. So my curiosity is, do we have another stair-step opportunity? Is tomorrow going to be another uptrending day? Are we going to go sideways again? I think it depends on what the overnight does, but as long as the 750 is in play, I will 100% be looking for longs until it shows me that it's not going to continue to hold and it breaks back down. And then we're probably going to be looking to short back down into this 400 range. And if obviously if we continue to go higher, then we look at the 850s and we also look at some other levels we have up higher. So again, I'm just going to look at what the overnight brings us, and that's going to be my plan tomorrow. Is if this level's in play, I'm looking for pullback longs off the 750 once again, like we had today. And if they do break down below, I'll look for a retest short. So that is that. Let's take a look at where's it at here? TradeZella, not my graphic. TradeZella. So here's today. Pretty bad win rate, 38%. That's pretty bad for me. I didn't take that many trades, but I had a lot of losing trades. Down 413 and 13 trades today. Yesterday I had 24, so gave back about 100 from yesterday. Overall, still not horrible. I am seeing a little bit more red than I like to see. And again, it's just from me having some bad executions. And today really should have been a pretty solid green day. I mean, in fact, this morning after this trade on the 150K, I was actually up like a little over 400 because I think one of the accounts was slightly red and the other one was slightly green. So that basically put us at plus 400, and we kind of gave it back. So that is that. As far as the month, we're probably around $2,000 in the red on this month, which is still better than what I've been at. Yes, $2,000 in the red. On the month, the win rate's still pretty decent, 55%. I kind of tell we're in a little bit of a seesaw here the last 5 or 6 days, and we need to get ourselves out of that. So, but yeah, that is that, and yeah, kind of wrap it up there, I think. So, big lesson: stick to my game plan, trust my levels, and execute accordingly. And I need to pay attention to the left side of my charts intraday and make sure I don't miss anything, because that was my undoing here this afternoon. So all righty, I think we will leave it there. I just want to once again say thank you for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good trading day. Hope you had a better day than what I did, or that you executed your plan better than I did. Let's put it that way. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. And once again, a big thank you to those of you that use my code BCT for Black Coffee Trader. BCT gets you the best deal with Apex and with Take Profit. So thank you for using my code. It does help me out, helps the channel, and I do appreciate it. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night. We'll have another update for you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, and so long.